Friends, Poshmark is very busy with all of the updates and the partnerships. I feel like I need to start a news broadcast just for updates on all of these platforms. Giddy up, partner, because things are changing. Let me get into it. If you are new here, subscribe. My name is Nikki and I've slowly become the Poshmark news reporter. Like I've said, I upload these videos very frequently. This partnership was just announced today and I thought I better tell my friends, so subscribe if you like these updates. If you see me looking down, I am very much a data nerd, so I want to make sure I give you all the facts, but I will put pictures of what I'm talking about on the screen. So Poshmark is partnering with Alta, A-L-T-A. Let me tell you what it is. So Alta is an AI-powered styling app that lets users upload their wardrobe, they can do photos, or they can actually just upload receipts of what they bought, and Alta, spelled A-L-T-A, can find what they bought and get outfit suggestions based on weather, event, style, etc. Also support Alsa. I keep wanting to say Alta because that's like the makeup junkie in me. It's pronounced the same, but it's spelled A-L-T-A. Alta supports virtual try-on experience, so you use a personalized avatar so users can see how new items might look with their existing closet pieces. I'm going to tie in, stick around. I know some of you are like, I'm so sick of AI. I can't take it. I'm going to talk about how this partnership could be really good for resellers. So stick around. I'm going to get to that, but I just want to explain what Alta is and this partnership. If you are new here, in 2025, I've made probably about 10 to 15 videos about different partnerships Poshmark is working on or has already launched. Like, they have partnered with a bunch of brands. For example, Badgley Mischka, you know, the designer brand that's known for their dresses, their gowns. If you buy something directly from Badgley Mischka's website, after you're done wearing it, if you want to resell it, you can actually just pull the listing from the website you purchased on. It has to be badgleymischka.com, and it'll upload automatically to your Poshmark closet, like the photos, pricing, and everything. So they've been working nonstop. I just posted, what was it, last month, a video on how Poshmark is partnering with another AI platform very similar to ChatGPT or Claude. You can get a year free if you are a PayPal user, and how it's like works as kind of your assistant to help you search on Poshmark. That video I feel like is a good watch and is still really relevant, and you get a year free of an AI platform, and because I'm sure like 99% of you have a PayPal account. So I will link that video down below, but they are working, since they have been purchased, they have been banging out these partnerships. So I don't think these are going anywhere. I've been telling you all of these update videos, just strap in, friends, because we're about to see a lot of changes on Poshmark, and this is just the beginning. And that's just what happens when companies are purchased. And I know I don't want to generalize, but the majority of the reselling community does not like change. So take a deep breath. More AI. So I've told you a little bit about Alta. Something that I think is important to mention is that it also tracks style analytics, like cost per wear, to help you see which item in your closet you're using over and over. The app recently closed an $11 million seed round and is backed by investors and fashion insiders. I've never heard of this app before. Have you all? Do any of you use it? I have used apps similar to this where but the apps I've used were way more tedious. I actually had to photograph everything in my closet, and then it was like a virtual closet for me. Once you photograph everything, it'll say, here's all the tops you have, here's the pants you have. You do have to go through that initial process of photographing everything, but then it would like pair outfits. I would say, I have a dinner meeting for work. What should I wear? And it would be like, you should wear that Banana Republic dress with this blazer. It was cool, but this sounds even cooler in my opinion. Here's the big news. Alta and Poshmark have just announced a partnership to integrate Poshmark's resale listings directly within Alta's styling ecosystem. And this is where I think this could be great for us Poshmark resellers. So To To start, Poshmark's luxury handbag listings like Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Gucci will appear in Ulta's shopping and outfit suggestions. So for example, I'm gonna use my own personal Fendi purse that I literally never carry. I used to have this Fendi purse behind me here. If you're new here, this is just my home office, but this is also the background I use for my live sales. And almost every live sale, I would have someone be like, can I buy that Fendi purse? How much is that Fendi purse? And I'm like, oh, maybe I should not have this back here because it's like a tease. People always want to buy it, but I haven't used it much. And so I just took it from back there. So let's say you have this Fendi purse listed in your Poshmark closet, and someone's looking for some styling suggestions. They're like, what should I wear to work tomorrow on Ulta? Or what, I have a big trip coming up, I want a new bag. They would place your Fendi listing in the app and say, hey, Nikki, pair this Fendi bag, which you can get on Poshmark for $500, with the black dress you have in your closet, or this black dress from Poshmark. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's how the partnership is going to work. So it says, when you click through, purchases are still processed via Poshmark, so the resale marketplace remains in the loop. From Poshmark's side, there is their leap into AI-driven discovery. So they're moving away from just feed and search to integrated style-driven shopping. And I talked about that in my last Poshmark update video that I just posted, like 2-3 days ago. Poshmark announced they're changing the way people see the news feed, or they're changing the search algorithm, sharing, all of that stuff. So if you've been under a rock and you're like, wait, what are you talking about? I'll link that video down below. So many things to link down below. So they've said that they plan to expand beyond handbags into apparel and more in future phases. If you want to read any of these articles, I will leave a link to where I get all of this information down below. So why resellers should care? Number one, it's better visibility. I personally, I'm gonna stop right here, tell you I'm excited about this. As someone who started selling on eBay and Amazon, I never liked the sharing of Poshmark. I never liked the social aspect. My oldies but my goldies know that. I've literally been talking about that since the first video I uploaded on this channel. And I've always thought as resellers, we could make more money if their search algorithm was better, if we didn't have to do all of these social things, and we could just focus on making the feed relevant to what the buyer wants, what they've searched in the past, or what they're searching for right then and there. So I think that especially this partnership and all the changes they're making to the newsfeed can only help us. High-end bags now show up in styling algorithms, not just general discovery feeds. So if your listing matches a style gap, you could see increased demand. So like I said, right now they're starting with high-end handbags. So if you have high-end handbags listed, you are kind of like the test group for this partnership that just launched. Styling context becomes key. It's no longer enough to price your bag right. You need good styling visuals, how it looks with outfits, because buyers will expect it. Which is so true. Think about the buyer that's using Ulta to style them or give them outfit recommendations. They probably, like this Gucci crossbody I have listed, if I don't have this styled very nicely, like in a model picture, it might turn some buyers off. It might not. I'm not saying you have to use a model picture, but I do have a video on how to create your own model images without using stock images. Completely free, so I will link that down below. But I do have this Gucci bag listed, so I'm curious, since this partnership launched, I'm curious if that'll come up on the app. I also have this, I always call it Etro, but then I hear some people call it Etro. I'm pretty sure this is vintage. This is a beautiful bag. It retailed for over $1,000. I have that listed. So I have been listing more and more designer pieces, not necessarily handbags, more so like sunglasses, clothing, but I do have a couple designer handbags listed in my Poshmark closet. So I'll let you guys know if I see a huge uptick in likes and offers and all that stuff. If you are new here, in 2024, I really started getting into selling luxury, but I want to say like 80% of it I sell on consignment. So I either send it to ThredUp or The RealReal. I have videos about selling there. A couple of you have asked me if I could do a video comparing selling on ThredUp to The RealReal. I'm gonna be honest, no. I have not been selling very consistently on The RealReal at all this year. So I feel like if I were to make that video, it wouldn't be helpful because I just haven't been selling there very much. I've been sending 99% of my stuff to ThredUp this year. The RealReal changed their pricing structure. I think they price things too low. And then when I ask them to change the price, it's like I have to go back and forth and send pictures of sold comps from other websites. So I was like, you know what? And be careful sending your stuff to The RealReal because they will aggressively mark your items down until it's sold. They will mark it down to 90% off if it's still listed on their site. And they start marking it down, I think like 5 to 7 days after it's listed. So I haven't been selling there much, friends. So now I'm sorry. I'm not going to be making that video because I just feel like I'm not the right person to do that because I've been doing most of my consignment selling on ThredUp. But just a couple weeks ago, I sent 5 Louis Vuitton handbags to sell on ThredUp. I do very well selling there. If you want to learn how to sell there, I'm saying I'm going to link a million videos down below. Let's see, Nikki, let's see. How many are you actually going to remember to link? But I did do a video on how to sell on ThredUp. It's very long, but it's free. And I literally walk you through from creating your account to what is selling for me and how I price my items. So leave that linked down below. This was mentioned. So competition from AI-driven virtual shopping. Buyers might browse less on Poshmark's app and more via Ulta's interface, shifting referral dynamics and opportunity. This is all from Ulta and Poshmark. These are not just my opinions, by the way, okay? I like to let you all know that, but this is what they're hoping will happen. Opportunity to bundle styling services. High-end resellers could start offering lookbooks or avatar styling previews as part of a premium service. Some resellers already do this. And I do this I haven't done it for premium items, but maybe I should. For example, I have on this Lululemon top, and these are Ulta leggings. Let's say I thrifted both of these, which I did, and I was going to list these separately. Oftentimes what I'll do, since they're both a medium, is I will create an outfit bundle. So I will take photos of the top and the pants together, front, back, my normal photos, and then I will create a model image of the model wearing this exact outfit, and I will call it an athleisure size medium bundle. And I put Lululemon, Athleta. I have done so well doing that this year. I've always created bundles of like items. Like for example, I just shipped yesterday a bundle of 10 end tailor tops. They were all 2X. I got all of those from the Goodwill outlet. Anytime I can find multiple sizes of something, do you know how much I sold that bundle for? Comment down below. I'll tell you at the end of the video. I gotta do whatever I can. I gotta bribe you all to stay till the end. Comment down below what you think I sold that bundle for. I will tell you at the end of the video. So, adoption is key. It says, if Ulta doesn't get big usage, this might stay really niche. The question is, will buyers prefer to shop inside of a styling app or inside of a marketplace? And that's from this article that I pulled. It's called The Business of Fashion. I will link it down below. So, I don't know. That is a good question. We will see. I think it's just different niches for different people, right? Some people just want to go to a marketplace. Some people love these styling apps. I can tell you my friends that are like true shopaholics love these. I'm not kidding. I have one friend who literally has 60 pairs of Manolo Blahniks, 100 pairs of Louboutins. She loves these styling apps. But that's I don't want to call her extreme, but that's kind of a lot. But a lot of people like these styling apps. I know some of you all are probably like, I have no desire to ever use a styling app, but there is a big market for it. And I mean, and the fact that they got an $11 million seed should tell us that there's a huge market for it. So they're starting with luxury handbags. They hope to expand to other categories in Poshmark. Let me know your thoughts down below. I think we've just arrived at a point where AI is just not a tool. It's just going to become more and more integrated into these reselling platforms. It just is what it is. I know some of you have very strong feelings and you hate AI, but I think it's the way of the future for reselling. Of course you can resell and use no AI, but from what we're seeing and all this integration that Poshmark is using with AI, even eBay has, AI that will write your descriptions for you. It'll help you with pricing. They even have it automated where you can use their price reduction. It's not going anywhere. Whether you choose to use it in your business or not, that's up to you, right? Let me know in the comments down below. As someone who is dabbling more and more in luxury sales, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see where it goes. I mean, Poshmark, most of the changes they've been doing have been good, I would say. I don't know. I say that with trepidation. Most of them, so we'll just see, right? What can we do? What is my motto? We just breathe and we just go along for the ride, because what can we do? Don't get upset, those of you that hate AI, because there's nothing you can do. We don't own Poshmark. We just roll with the punches. And I feel like this is going to be such a small group of you that this will affect anyway. Or I don't know, how many of you sell luxury items? Are there a lot of you? I've just started dabbling in it. So like I said, I will give you an update and let you know in the future if I notice an uptick. And I think a lot of the handbags that I've been sending to ThredUp, maybe I'll start listing a couple myself and see how it goes, because why not? I will say what I've noticed about selling luxury items myself is that they sit for longer. It takes the right buyer to find them, but then out of nowhere, I'll just get a great sale. So like 2 weeks ago, I have had this Louis Vuitton silk dress for almost 3 years. I got it here locally at a consignment shop in Los Angeles. I paid $50 for it, and it literally sold on eBay 3 weeks ago for $850. It retailed for like over $4,000. They gave me a 5-star rating. Everything's good, no returns. So I just like to be honest with that, because I like a couple times a month, some of you will DM me and be like, I want to get into selling luxury. Like, what tips do you have? I'm going to tell you, it can be very long tail, meaning you could have some of these items for years. A lot of these items you're going to price pretty high, and it's going to take the right buyer. And I always recommend diversifying where you sell these items. So if you're comfortable sending a couple of your high-end purses to ThredUp, try it out. If you've had good experiences on the Real, just make sure you watch them. And they've implemented this new fee where if you want to reclaim something that's been listed on their website, I'm talking about the Real, and it hasn't been listed for a year, they charge you a $15 fee per item. That's even more than ThredUp. ThredUp, it's $5.99 per item. And they don't make you wait. Like, you don't have to wait a year. If you want your item back, you can literally just chat with customer service and be like, I want my item back. Usually the rule is like you have to wait, I think, till the last 7 days that it's been listed on the site, either 30, 60, or 90 days, depending on what type of item it is. But the Real is a year, and it's $15 per item. I literally, earlier this year, I pulled like 30 things from their website. So I was like, you guys are pricing it too low. I don't have time to go back and forth with you to find all these sold comps to prove to you you're pricing it too low. Just give me all my stuff back. And he's like, okay, well, they've only been listed for like 2 months, so it's $15 per item. So I'll keep you posted. I will let you know if I notice an uptick in sales. But that would be my tip for those of you that are interested in getting into luxury sales, is diversify the way you sell. If you're going to send it off to someone else to sell it, or a business like ThredUp, the Real, make sure you watch it. Make sure you know your sold comps. You know what that item should be priced at. And if you're going to sell it yourself, let's see how the partnership with Ulta and Poshmark goes. I think the only bad thing that can come from this is nothing. Maybe it's so niche, like this article said, that people just prefer to shop on Poshmark, then things will just remain normal. But if things work out with this integration and we get more buyers, it's great. I think, how can you not like this unless you just hate AI, which I know some of you do. I'm sorry. And I don't think it's over, friend. Just Nikki's tips, I just think it's just gonna keep happening. They're gonna keep partnering with more AI partners, more AI platforms, more AI apps. It's just the way that they're moving. And if you've seen even like 2 of my last Poshmark update videos, you know it's been going, and I don't think it's gonna slow down. So subscribe. I am here multiple times a week, and I give you these updates as quickly as possible. This was just announced today. I had some work meetings. I was like, I can film on my lunch break, get it uploaded same day. So if you enjoy these very prompt updates, subscribe. We're close to 25,000 subscribers. I am so excited, friends. Yeah, we've gained so many subscribers this year. I thought I wasn't gonna hit 25,000 subscribers until 2026. So subscribe. We're so close, friends. We are so close. Maybe I'll hit it before, maybe I will hit 25,000 subscribers in 2025. How cool would that be? I'm uploading multiple times a week. If you are interested in what's selling for me, I'm doing a series on my Instagram and my TikTok where I show daily what sold videos. It's usually in my storage unit, and they're just like quick 1-minute videos about what's selling, and I'm doing that daily. I always link those down below. I know some of you don't have TikTok, but I'm doing it on Instagram also. I'm just catching up at this point for those of you that are here. Oh, let me tell you, that bundle sold for $20 a piece. $200 for those tops that I got for $2 or less. There's power in bundles. Even mall brands, friends, do the bundles. Outfit bundles, like item bundles, like sizes, like styles, bundles. $200. I wanted to mention that before I forget. What was I gonna tell you? I'm all over the place. I was gonna tell you something. I forgot. I should go. It's lunchtime. I've been fasting. I've been up since 4 a.m. It is currently noon, and I haven't eaten a single thing. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go. Subscribe. I'll see you soon.